try this shit again. Maybe it won't freeze up on me again. God damn. Try this shit one more time. Yeah. Yeah, we here. It is what it is. Maybe other people will jump in here. I had 10 or 11 people in here before, and yeah. So we'll see if they jump back in. How am I doing? I'm stuck at the dealership all night. Yay, me. Because of the goddamn snowstorm that came through and decided to close all the fucking roads. So I'm just taking a little break from working on cars and making that flat rate money. Having a little chat on YouTube. So it's the most snow we've had in 70 years. 6 inches. So it's a good bit. It's a good bit. Trying not to fuck this stream up. Hopefully it stays going this time. This is the third time I've tried to start this stream. Hopefully it's playing right, acting like it needs to. Hopefully so. Shit, I'm trying to keep where this, where we can keep on going. At least it's warm here in the shop. That's a positive, right? Because other people live closer to here and with accessible routes home. Me and one other guy who is up front right now don't have accessible routes home. Problem is like they've closed down the interstate, and because I live in Georgia, the other guy who's stuck here also lives in Georgia. They've closed down Interstate 95. So, and there's not an alternate rural route that I can go. It's all closed down due to major accidents and icy conditions and all this other shit, just because we don't have snow plows, we don't have salt trucks, we don't have all the good shit to get 6 inches of snow off of the road, and you got every moron in the world that thinks they can drive on it, and yeah. That's the thing, nobody knows how to drive on it. Yeah, back on. Told you Cobra I was coming back. But yeah, if I could take a Land Rover and just go home, I'd be peace out, Girl Scout. No problem. But the problem is that I live 90 miles away from this dealership. 90 miles. So, yeah, sleeping at the shop tonight. Any new tools? That's a good question. Got a new box. That's that. I did get a new box. Traded my old Matco one in. It's been a good one, but I had fucked up drawers on it. And, um, yeah, yeah, Nick Green. Got a killer deal on it. Got rid of my Matco box. Got my Snap-on box. It's a Master Series Snap-on box, double bay. It's got actually a little bit more room than my Matco box did, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I got the Snap-on roll cart, and then Old Faithful is still sitting over there, the one that you guys all knew about. So, but yeah, I've got two roll carts and a pretty nice Snap-on box now. So, what's keeping the shop warm? That big old pipe that's running right here is keeping the shop warm. It's pumping air in at a balmy 72 degrees. So we're doing all right. So, what did Eddie say? Tour. All right, I'll do a goddamn tour. I got my hat on just because I got my hat on. I can take the motherfucker off and have the damn stream, but I like the hat, so I wear it. I got one over there that's Matco, so, but I like the hat, so I'm just wearing it to wear it. Not because it's cold in here. It feels really, really good in here, actually. So, alright, well, fuck it. Let's get this damn toolbox tour underway. I know one thing. I got 6 people watching this stream, and I got 1 thumbs up on this motherfucker. So, a little help here, guys. Little help. Alright, so I'll start it here. The guy that I bought this from, it lives in Michigan. I'm going to take all of this shit off at some point because I don't like stickers. I like magnets, and none of these are magnets. They're all stickers. So, except for this. This is a legit Land Rover emblem that he glued to the box. Yeah, he's a smart one. So, yeah, it's pretty boring top of this one because all of my good shit is still in the top of that one. But got the socket drawer here, all the extra bits and extensions, should I break, should I lose, etc, etc. A few more sockets, a little bit bigger, ratchets, Torx bits and hex bits down in there. The wrenches and a couple pairs of vice grip pliers. One of the 2 plier drawers that it's actually well organized. There's the pneumatics and one little Milwaukee guy there, and all of my electric stuff and a known working battery. Those of you who work in this industry and work on cars that need a battery tender, you know why I have a known working battery there. This is my scan tool for Jaguar and Land Rover. Believe it or not, it's a Panasonic tough book with 2 different things on it. This is for like the 2017 and newer. These are from 2004 to 2016. So You use two different modules depending on the actual car. So this right here is one of the money drawers. Few of the accessories. This right here is something that I bought just to have from a guy who left this shop and went to an independent. That is a master wheel lock key set for Jaguar Land Rover. So I do have a personal set now. He sold it to me for 50 bucks. Wrench drawer and drill bits and chain shoulder and all that good shit. Screwdrivers, nuts, drivers, all that good shit. There's the other plier drawer. Files, picks, quick disconnects, Allen wrenches, all that good stuff. Yeah, I have one of those. One of those massive Snap-on 3/4 drive. Why the fuck do I have it? Ratchets. But yeah, I do. And a couple of metalworking stuff. Torch for when I gotta have some heat. This is just my snack drawer. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of the Taco Bell that's right across the street. Heat gun, soldering iron. Hey, relax, kid. Tap and die set actually was right back down. But yeah, soldering iron, heat gun, mirror, caliper, gun holster. Forgot I had that in the box. Miscellaneous drawer, pocket knives and such. And then there's all the fucking blow molded cases. Jesus fucking Christ. That's got ball joint set, my bore scope, let's see, that's the strut compressor. Under that strut compressor, I forget what this big box is. A different pressure tester than my go-to. That's why it stays in the bottom. Compression tester. Pulley puller. That is a steering wheel puller when I have to do clock springs and airbags. And it comes in real handy for the Takata airbag recall. Let's see. I don't remember what's in this fucking box. It's been a long... yeah, O-rings. That's what it is. Big old assortment of O-rings. Never go into that box now that I'm in a dealership because Parts has them. Real easy. Harmonic balancer puller. Second harmonic balancer puller. Yeah. Come on. It's tough to actually video this and open all these cases while I'm doing a toolbox tour. This is interesting. Why do you not want to fucking work? There we go. Just some hole saws. Believe it or not, I have had to use these a couple of times. Metal fab, stuff like that. Cutting through sheet metal. I have had to use them. That's why they stay in the box. And then I have a brake tool kit. Right down there. So, that's it. Don't have a whole lot of tools. But what I do have Fits nicely. Got rid of a lot. Got rid of a shitload. Because when I left where I had my when I had my store, if you remember, I had 3 roll carts and my box plus my service cart, which was that. So that was I had to downsize big time because I wasn't going to haul that from shop to shop to shop to shop to shop. So I sold 2 of the roll carts fully loaded to 2 new techs that were just getting into the business. And then I sold my big box empty. Picked up the green one. And then I'm helping a guy. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what this is all about. Obviously, if you notice, that hutch does not go with that box. However, that is a Master Series hutch on a Master Series box. It's just this is the deeper, I don't know the part numbers, so don't even ask. This box is the deeper version of the Master Series. This is for the shallower version of the Master Series. I'm helping another tech in the shop buy this box. And this box is what that hutch came off of. So, told him he can make the payments. If he wants to make the payments, he can make them to me. I know where to find him because we work together. But I'm taking the hutch until I can trade it, or until he wants to make the payments on the hutch and he can get the hutch. But that's the arrangement that we worked out. So that's what we gonna do. I'm trying to get this damn camera from a lens flare across my face. There we go. That a little bit more better. So I've still got a really bad lens flare. Jesus. There we go. That's a little better. So, Cobra, you getting down on my snack drawer, man? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with my snack drawer, man? Gotta have your Taco Bell sauce, man. That's the good shit. That's the good shit. Oh. But they set me up nice, I will say that. They set me up real nice. I got my whole working area. I've got dual monitor, and yes, I'm watching my stream right now so that I can see the comments after they go away. But I got everything right here. Got my work board right there. That's not my mini fridge. It's gonna get moved at some point. That's our tire patch closet right over there, our little cabinet over there. So it's got all our tire patch tools and stuff like that. But yeah, they got a pretty nice little setup for us here. So they hook us up. So, and then I've got on the other side of the shop over there, I've got another cabinet that's about as long as the table that the computer was sitting on, not the table that's beside it, but just as big as the one that the computer's sitting on. So over there, it's got a sliding door on it, and it's just shelves for all the solvents and shit. So I've got oil, basically every solvent that I could possibly need. I've got silicone lubricant, I've got PB Blaster, I've got just about everything, brake fluid, power steering fluid, everything in that thing. And then it's a whole nother workspace across the shop too, and it's got a really, really nice Wilton vise on it. I mean, they set us up pretty damn good. They really want us to be successful. That's a good thing. Make sure we got everything we need in order to do that. So. Canes? What's Canes? I ain't never heard of Canes. All I know is Chick-fil-A sauce is my shit. I'm just out of it right now. Because I eat it on fucking everything. Mm. It's fucking 9:30, man. Jesus, it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long ass night. That's all I know. Yeah, it takes me about an hour and a half. About 2/3 of the drive is interstate, so it's not really that big a deal. So I can go 70, 75, 80 in places. So I drive a little four banger, so I do okay. Uh, it's worth it. Not to mention they do reimburse me for a portion of my miles, just that was part of the deal for accepting a job as far away as it was. They're gonna train me, get me master certified. They paid me a lot of money to come over here with no certifications. ASCs don't mean shit in Jaguar Land Rover, so that's the whole thing. You got ASC certifications. They're like, that's cute. You're gonna go to school for us, and you're gonna get our certifications. Okay, whatever you say, boss. I get about 34, 35 miles to the gallon in my car on the highway. So I do okay. Could be better, you know. Could drive something with a smaller four-cylinder. But, you know, mine does okay. And it's paid for, so that makes the magic happen for me. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, shit. It just is what it is, man. Another day in the fucking life. No, actually, I've got a cot to sleep on. Uh, it probably would be more comfortable sleeping in this Land Rover that's right behind me. Don't tempt me with a good time. But no, they do have a cot. They have 5 cots for. They bought them when Hurricane Matthew came through, and that was they basically forced people to come up here. From what I understand, the old owners that owned this dealership before the guy who owns it now, um, they they did what was I trying to say? They forced people to come up here during Hurricane Matthew. Back in 2016, they forced them to come in here, which was retarded. Um, Basically says if you ain't gonna come in, then don't worry about coming back. Yeah, um, so that was fun. Um, anyway, new ownership, you know, all that shit. They never got rid of the cots, so we've got 5 cots sitting in the back and in one of the storage rooms. And I'm gonna either pull that out or crawl in the back seat of one of these Land Rovers. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We'll figure it out. I know one thing. I'm gonna get me a shower before I go to bed, though. I'm filthy. Good thing is, it's hot water. There's a gigantic ass hot water heater in here. So, Eddie, to answer your question, I am gonna branch out a little bit. I do want to start making packaged content. The live streams are a lot of fun for me because there's interaction, and I don't have time for video production, you know, doing a whole lot of video editing and finishing a video and polishing it up and making that turd smell good type bullshit. Um, what I am gonna do is I am gonna do videos on like for other Jaguar techs. One thing I am going to do, Jaguar Land Rover techs, is I'm going to show the new guys to Jaguar Land Rover how our specialty tools work, because there's no manual and there's no videos, there's no nothing. All that we get is when we start doing something, we get told. Let me see if I can find where he. Yeah, there we go. This will show it. So when we get a job, we have a system that's called topics that we go into. That's a internal Jaguar Land Rover thing. And so what we do is we look up the job. If we've never done it before, it'll give us a procedure to R&R or whatever the part is. And it's literally anything you can think of is in this manual that you can look up instructions on how to do. So once you look it up, it like right at the very beginning of the instructions, if there are any like special tools, it'll tell you, and it'll tell you the number, right? So like this job right here, this is to remove the right front half shaft or the right front CV axle for that layperson, right? So you've got to have what they call a G clamp, a front ball joint splitter, and a half shaft remover. Well, the half shaft remover and the ball joint splitter, most everybody knows what that is. What the fuck is a G clamp? Well, I'll show you what a G clamp is. See that big fucker right there? That's a G clamp. Tell you what a G clamp does. G clamp compresses the strut while it's attached to the car, and what it allows you to do is compress it down just enough where you can get the strut out of the knuckle, because I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So where this strut comes out, where that white line on the strut is where this tops out. So you've got a good 3 inches of this shaft, 3 to 3.5 inches, that goes down into that knuckle collar. But that is how you get it low enough, because if you just beat it with a hammer, you're going to get it so low, but you're still going to have about that much of it that doesn't want to come out. I'll tell you why that is, because that strut's fully extended at that point, and what happens is that lower control arm doesn't have enough downward flex to clear it by itself. That's where the G clamp comes in. You put the G clamp on it, you clamp that sumbitch down, and it raises that up just that extra little bit, and that's all the clearance you get. You don't get any extra. It gives you just enough to compress that thing, get it out of the way, and you're good to go. So here's the thing. What's so trivial about it? Why? Obviously, once I tell you the purpose, that makes a little bit of sense. Here's the thing, is there's only one way that it goes on that strut, and if you don't know how to put it on that strut, you'll fight with it for half a fucking hour to figure it out. You want to know how I know that? Because I fucking did it. I am the fool that fought with these bastards for a half hour. And it took every bit of that half hour to fight with it and screw with it. What was that? Just an air conditioner or heater coming back on, I guess. Thought it was somebody coming out the door. Maybe the guy that's sharing the shop with me tonight. No. But anyway. But yeah, so I'm gonna start doing videos on like how it works and how you actually attach it to the car, how you actually make it do the job that you want it to do. So That's just an example, right? Cobra, take it easy, brother. Um, TJ, to answer your question, we had 6 inches of snow today, which was the most we've had in like 70 years. So around here, it's a lot. um, they don't have a problem with it as long as it's outside of normal business hours. Because I already told them, like, part of my deal is that I do have a YouTube channel and that I do streams and I do videos about tools and cars and repairs and all this other shit. They did tell me that I cannot film a customer's car getting repaired unless the customer knows about it. That's part of it. So if I want to show you how to do a certain job and film me working on it, do like through the R&R process, the customer has to know about it. If the customer doesn't know about it, I can't film it because on the off chance, I don't know, there's some legality there that they think I'm going to run into. I don't think that there is anything because I've shown customers cars in streams without their consent. I've shown customers cars in videos without their consent. I don't know. So, but I'm not really worried about it. But they are okay with me taping and recording and doing all this other shit while it's outside of business hours. As long as I'm not working and recording a video from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the morning, that's the whole thing. Trade secrets? No, because they don't mind if I film an R&R. If I stay late to film an R&R, that's not gonna chap their ass. The thing that'll chap their ass is if I think it's a privacy thing, like you said. I think that it's like if I kind of abuse somebody's trust of their vehicle in our shop and knowing that it's going on the internet for some other whatever. I mean, I don't go rummaging through people's cars, jackalope. Uh, that's not my style. I have found a vibrator. I've found a heroin needle. I've found a crack pipe. I've found a lot of weed paraphernalia. I've found some fucked up shit in cars. Doesn't mean that I film it, take pictures of it, put it on the internet, shit like that. But I wouldn't record me looking for a fucking wheel lock anyway. That's the thing is like, but here's the thing. I just did a toolbox tour in this video. So when it goes back up, I'm going to retitle it, make it like a toolbox tour and live stream talk, because it was like 5 minutes into the live stream that I did the tour of my box. So we'll go from there on that. But the biggest thing is I've got a master set of wheel locks for Jaguar Land Rover in my toolbox. I don't need to go in their glove box. I don't need to go in their trunk to look for a wheel lock. I've got a master set in my toolbox. Never have to touch the customer's wheel lock. So customer comes bitching, oh, well, y'all lost my wheel lock key. No, ma'am, we didn't. No, ma'am, no, sir, we didn't. How do you know you didn't? Because I never touched your wheel lock. I got a master set. I can pull it right out of my box and show anybody. Sorry for you. So, I don't know. It is what it is, right? Oh, shit. I think that's probably what it is ultimately, but turbo sockets. It'll do the job, won't it? Yes, sir. Those will do the job. That's where I work. It's Hilton Head. Hilton Head, South Carolina. That's where my dealership is. Well, it's Hardyville, but they call it Hilton Head. For some goddamn reason, they're convinced this place is fucking Hilton Head, but it ain't. When? When will you be in Beaufort? You better come see me, son. That's all I know. I'd love to meet you, Keith. Damn, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, you need to come on by the shop, dude. I want to say hello to you and meet you. It's not but a 30-minute drive, if that, from Beaufort. Or I'll come up one night after I get off of work. Something, you know. That's cool, dude. Text me. We'll hook the details up on that one. That's a month away. Shit, might do a live stream with Keith DeFazio in the room. Never thought I'd have Keith coming down here. I thought it was gonna have to be I gotta go up there and meet Keith and meet Frank and meet everybody up there. Old Keith coming down here. That's cool, dude. I didn't know you had family down here. Nah, player, you can have that. Just because I know how to drive and it don't mean I want to. Not to mention, it would be virtually impossible for me to get up there tomorrow. For two reasons. One, I've still got to work tomorrow, despite me sleeping at my dealership. And two, still got to get a plane ticket, and the Savannah airport is closed for the next 3 days due to unforeseen weather conditions. I'm like Mechanic OC, living in my shop, just need a cat, bad tattoos, and a Craigslist book. Tell you one thing, I'm never gonna write a Craigslist book because he probably was laughing his ass off at you, Eddie. That's why. I'm never gonna write a Craigslist book. That you can be damn sure of. Bad tattoos. I only have 2 tattoos, and both of them are good quality tattoos. Both of them mean a lot to me, and yeah, I mean, I don't call them shitty tattoos. And cats, there's only one good place for cats, and that's rotten in hell. I'm not a cat person at all. At all. I had a bad experience with a cat when I was a kid. Actually, I got bit by a rabid cat when I was 2 years old. And in 1991, yeah, 1991, I was 2 years old. I'm a young buck. 1991, rabies shots were not what they are now. Like rabies boosters back in, well, now a rabies booster is like 3 shots over the course of like 3 or 4 days, and you're good. Back in 1991, yeah, it's not much, right? It's not that bad. It's like between, I think it's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots, something like that. And they spread them out over a couple days. It's not just one pump and go. Mine in 1991 was 40 or either 50 shots to get the same booster that now is like 4 or 5 shots now. And it was over like the course of a month. So you go in there, you get two or three needle pricks a day. that was always fun. Jeez, goddamn. Oh shit. But uh, but no, it was like 2 or 3 needle pricks a day for damn near a month, and some days it was just one. But yeah, at 2 years old, that made me hate cats, and to this day, I can't stand needles. Hypodermic needles, I cannot stand them. Drives me absolutely bonkers. Um, so, damn, Keith's on fire, man. We got rabid raccoons, we got rabid cats, we got rabid possums, we got everything around my house. I just shoot them. It takes care of everything. I shoot cats just for the sport of it, honestly, and that's that'll get some flack for me from a number of people, but it is what it is. I gotta plug this damn phone in. Because I have no idea, no way of knowing where my battery's at while I'm doing that. So I'll take that out, cut that off. There we go. Recon. I see you mean raccoon, because you can sell them some bitches in the hood and get money for them, because they'll eat them. It's a fact. As a fact. I used to be a side hustle of mine, boy. I used to kill raccoons and take them out to the damn housing projects in my hometown. They'd skin them out for them too. And they'd pay 40, $50 if it was a big one. Oh, our dude that our recon recondition. Um, I only got one guy that does our cleaning, and he probably his own drugs or sells them, um, or knows a guy who can get you a hookup on them. But he does a pretty good job. The thing about it is, that drives me crazy is how this dealership does used cars. So let me tell you how this dealership does used cars, and it drives me up a fucking wall. We get a used car in on a trade, and it comes to detail first. Guy blasts it, cleans it all the way up, under car, top side, steams the engine compartment, shines the wheels, polishes everything up, golden. And then he sends it to the shop for a used car inspection. Any mechanic in the room want to give a guess as to why that sucks? Can't check for leaks, right? You got a steam cleaned engine compartment, and you can't tell at all whether or not it has oil leak, coolant leak, power steering leak, brake fluid leak, whether it's from the lines or caliper leaking or something like that. You have no way of knowing. So fingerprints are a bitch. Yeah, that's the biggest thing is fingerprints, because you leave them fucking everywhere on a clean engine. You leave them everywhere on a clean car. That's the problem. See, they do it in the right order when it's a customer car. They don't clean the customer car and then send a customer car in the shop. No, fuck no. They finish the customer car, it goes straight to clean up. I don't take it back to the service advisor I don't pull it right back around to the service drive. I don't let a porter do nothing with it. They go straight to clean up with it. That's it. Um, so, I mean, it is what it is. But, fucking hey, boy, it's a pain in the ass. Who started streaming that I don't know about? Because everybody left me. Damn. It's just me and you, Eddie, by the look of it. Damn. See, and that's but that's how it's supposed to be. Is you clean it up after you service it. You clean it up after you do shit to it. Here, on used cars, you get a spotless car. A spotless car. And that's what you have to expect. How the hell am I supposed to tell them, hey, you got a rear main puking oil. Hey, you got an oil filter or oil sending unit leak. Hey, you got a valve cover leak. Hey, you got an upper intake leak. Hey, you got a power steering line leaking. Hey, you got a power steering pump leaking. I'm not going to road test the fucker 30 minutes and then pull it in here to check it for leaks. Not when I get an hour to do the used car inspection and it takes 45 fucking minutes because of the goddamn checklist. I mean, that's the thing is I can't make that shit up. That's the crazy thing is that you got anything in the world can go wrong with it, but it's gonna be steam clean when it comes in here. What's up, Miss B? It's gonna be steam clean when it comes in here, and that's the bullshit part because I can't check it for leaks. I've begged them since I've been at this dealership already. I've already begged them to stop doing that. Well, we want to get because they're so hard up. This is the reason they wash it before it comes in here. They are so hard up to get it photographed and on the website so they can sell it that quick. They want to get it spotless, photographed on the website, and don't give a damn if it's safe to be on the road or not. I hear you. Sounds like you got that shit figured out. Well, I'm gonna be sitting my fat ass right here in this dealership all night. Yay, snowstorms. Fuck it. Whatever. But, I mean, I'm all for the car being spotless after I take a look at it and after I say, okay, go. What's up, Gary? Where y'all going for the surprise getaway? I won't spoil. I won't say what you said so he can't watch this video and figure out where his. I won't say it. He ain't watching right now unless he is watching and he's sitting right there beside you. Which is probably could be what's happening too. They're sharing the screen or something. That's definitely possible. I didn't think about that. Being that they live in the same house and all. But damn, man, used cars, man, drives me absolutely nuts while they do that. Is what it is. I don't understand why. He may be watching. I don't think he is. He hasn't said nothing. If he is. He's being sneaky. He's a couple people that's watching it that's being sneaky. I don't know, man. I did a toolbox tour and everything. I got 2 likes on this video, and I've had 10 different people, easy, watching the video. It is what it is. People don't like videos on YouTube anymore. It is what it is. What up, Frank? Not going out of state. I hear you. Well, that'll be fun either way. Crossing them state lines. What's good, Frank? You finishing up for today or what? Getting ready for your version of Snowpocalypse up there? Me? I've never worked on heavy equipment. Not professionally. I've not worked on heavy equipment. I have worked on heavy equipment, like personal use stuff. Like my dad. My dad is a farmer, so he's got a bunch of diesel equipment that I've worked on. Everything from bulldozer, front end loader, bobcat loader, 3 or 4 tractors, a bunch of farm equipment, machinery, hay balers, hay cutters, hay fluffers, grain mills, all kinds of shit. Rotary cutters. But hey, man, it ain't my choice that I ain't driving in it. That's the whole thing. They make it out to be it's just the worst thing in the world. But 5 inches doesn't scare me. I can drive in it. The thing about it is everybody else can't. That's a big reason why I'm staying my fat ass at this dealership. Because I ain't gonna get on the road with all these morons that think they can drive and can't. Boy, you should have seen the Waze app. I've had the Waze app pulled up just looking at the roadways earlier today, and it was like every 15 feet had a major accident. It was absolutely nuts. Yeah. It actually is a hay fluffer. What you do is you cut it, and then you fluff it a couple times, and what it does is it recirculates it, lets it dry out, and from there you rake it and then you bale it. So yeah, I do know how it is. But that's the thing about it is I would much rather work on a dirty vehicle because you see all the imperfections. You don't see the imperfections whenever you've got other shit going on. Yeah, I know, right? Y'all are just having a blast with this shit, ain't you? Damn, boys, y'all giving me hell. About a goddamn hay fluffer. Why so lonely? Because there's only me and one other guy in the dealership right now. That's why it's so lonely. And it's 10 o'clock. That's why. You boys is crazy as shit. That's what I know. But whatever, man. Shit. How about no? Asshole. Goddamn, boy. Back to making fucking videos and you start giving me shit again. What the fuck? Already done one. Go back and watch this video when it's over. It'll be on like the first 10 minutes of it. This video that I'm streaming right now is a toolbox tour in there. So you'll be able to see it. You miss me? Well, that's adorable. I'm back, motherfucker. What I did so far, what you talking about? What you talking about, Frank? What did I do so far? Yeah, I got, well, no, I don't have the one in the shop I had. I had a damn really nice Jag in here yesterday. It ain't haunted. It just makes all kinds of fucking noises. It's a damn brand new dealership, man. Shit. The damn thing's been built, what, 3 years? It ain't haunted. That's for damn sure it ain't haunted. Just a lot of squeaks and creaks and stuff. But work-wise, what do you mean what all I done? Work-wise today? Today I did like 4 used car inspections. And got the front differential out of this sumbitch right here. Just got to put it back together, which I'll do at some point during tonight. I got high pressure fuel pumps put on the other Land Rover I had on the other side of the shop. I got a electrical diag done, just waiting on the customer to let me know what they want to do and whether or not they want me to do the work or if they want to get rid of the car. And it's about the extent of my day. I've been kind of taking it easy. But that's also 5 plus 8. That's 13 plus an hour and a half for each used car because I had an oil change with each of them. So it's another 6. 5 plus 8 plus 6. That's going to be 14 plus. It's 19 hours right there. And then another 2 hours on the electrical diag. So 21 hours just for today. So it was a good day at the shop. Nope, they built it over undeveloped land. Not no Indian cemetery bullshit. But whatever, man. Y'all are dead convinced some boogeyman's gonna get me in the middle of the night tonight. I'll be alright. Yeti tour. We'll see. Oh man. I always have a gun somewhere. If I'm wearing pants, there's always a gun pretty close by. Yeah, that's what he did, Frank. No, Ken. How you doing, bud? No, it ain't snowing anymore. It stopped snowing about 7:30 or so, something like that. Well, we got 6 inches on the ground and 22-degree low tonight, so it ain't going anywhere. I usually wear pants. Yeah, of course. I usually wear pants, but my point is, if I got pants on, I got a pen, wallet, keys, cell phone, and a gun, and a knife on me at all times, or somewhere nearby me at least. So, Frank, you going a little too crazy with this, boss. 6 inches is a ton for my area. It's the most we've had in like 70 something years. So, we usually don't get snow. Last time we had measurable snow on the ground was 2010. So, you keep telling yourself that, big boy. Frank, you need to lay off the sauce, man. I know you don't drink, but you on some kind of another level tonight. You must be giving me like 3 months of shit that I've missed for not doing streams and shit. Just because where I currently live doesn't get snow doesn't mean that I've never driven in snow. My girlfriend is from Long Island, New York. Spent 2 months up there, driving up there. Not to mention, I used to live in Atlanta. Atlanta does get measurable snow every year. So, yeah, I do know how to drive in the snow, believe it or not. So, yes, we do have a tool crib for specialty tools, Eddie. I don't own this shop. No, this is a dealership. But, yeah, I don't have to drive in it, Ken. That's the good thing. I'm not driving in it tonight anyway. uh, all of my routes home are closed due to icy roads or major accidents. So you're looking at where I'm sleeping tonight. Yay me. Get to spend the night in my dealership. Why did I leave the other shop? Uh, let's see. Frank, it's a Land Rover dealership. You know this. And I'm not spending money on a hotel when I've got climate control, a place to actually sleep, a shower, and a change of clothes. I've got all I need here, and I don't have to spend any money. So I'm fine with that. I'll get into that a little bit, but I'm not going to go into all the detail on that one, Iceman. Um, and it'll kind of answer a couple of other questions um, that have been asked too. Um, it is a I so I lost my franchise when I had the big independent shop that I owned. I lost my franchise there. So the way that I lost it was that about nearly 3 years ago now, I invested in a smaller independent shop and gave him a chunk of money so that he could update the shop and all this other stuff. But I never went and worked for him. I just was a silent partner, gave him some money, and he was going to pay me back with interest, all this other good shit. Um, well, I got into the franchise at the beginning of last year, and from there, things were going real good. Things were going great, and I got to uh, about the end of September, beginning of October, and I walk into my office, and there is a guy from the corporate company sitting in my office. Oh shit. My daddy didn't pay for shit, son. My daddy ain't helped me a day in my fucking life besides teach me what hard work is. So don't talk about shit you don't know, man. For real. Um, I developed a program that works with service drives. The short version of this story is that it paid me a ton of money because I sold it to a company who could actually market it, um, and they paid me royalties on it, as well as they paid me a chunk of change to purchase it in the first place, and that paid for me to get into my own shop. Um, I got a very substantial check for selling this program. Um, I wrote the program when I was 24 years old. I perfected it by the time I was 26. I was a shop owner by the time I was 27. So that's how all this timeline worked out. I gave a guy a chunk of change out of that money so that he could update his shop. Um, yeah, I can write code if I need to. Um, I did it so it would streamline my workflow, and I used it. And when my service advisors found out what I was doing with it, they went to the boss, talked to him about seeing if we could use it at the dealership as a whole, and it turned into a good thing. One of the guys who was like way high in the dealership left and went to work for a third-party warranty company, and from there it went on from there. Believe what you want to believe, boss. I wrote the program, and it's now a multi-million-dollar program. So believe what you want to believe, but it is what it is. Because I don't give a shit about coding. That's the thing. I'm passionate about working on cars. That's what I do. I wrote that program so that my workflow would be easier. What I wrote that program to do was to work with third-party warranty companies, our software that we used, And basically what it did was when a customer came in, it searched all these other databases and picked out if it had a third-party warranty, a certified pre-owned warranty, a new car warranty, and it gave me all that information right up front. And from there, it let me know what I was dealing with on that car, what I could sell, what I was going to get warranty time on, what I was going to get customer pay time on, right up front. And it turned into something that worked out really well for the dealership that I was at, not just for me individually, and then other people took notice, and it turned into a little bit bigger thing. So, yeah, I mean, it turned out pretty nice. So, anyway, from there, I got a chunk of change, got into franchise shop. Franchise shop found out about my investment. They called it a conflict of interest, stripped the franchise tag. I was fucking gone. So I went to work for the guy who had the other shop, and he started shitting me out of deals. I told him I wanted all my investment money back with the interest in a lump sum, or he was going to face some legal action. I rolled all my toolboxes out, moved over to this dealership where I work now, and that's that. So, Frank, to answer your question, I won't buy another franchise shop. No. Aaron, I don't know what they're calling it now. I called it InfoLogix when I did it, and I think that they revised the name at one point to, I don't remember what they called it. When they bought it from me, they instantly changed the name, and it's gone through another name revision since then. I don't even know. It's owned by Reynolds and Reynolds now. That's the company that bought it, is Reynolds and Reynolds. And they offer it in their suite, so you can subscribe to that program as part of your Reynolds and Reynolds suite if you want to. But it's a different package. That's what it was designed to be used with, was Reynolds and Reynolds. And the guy who left my dealership went and worked for Reynolds and Reynolds corporate, and knew the right people once he got there, or got it up the food chain anyway, and they bought it from me. Did okay, and I get royalties off of it. So like I said, man, if I wanted to be a coder, I could be a coder. If I wanted to be an engineer, I could be an engineer. I've got a degree in engineering. You see what I choose to do every day. I choose to work on cars because it's what I'm passionate about. The thing about it is I don't look at this as work. I don't. I look at this as a way I can do what I love to do and still put food on the table for my family. And as long as I can do that, I go home happy. So, Georgia Tech. The royalty's a flat rate upon individual sales of the program. So when they sell a program to a dealership or whomever is using Reynolds and Reynolds, then I get a flat, basically a commission almost, for that one program. So if there are 5,000 dealerships that use that program, I've gotten 5,000 of those small royalties that have come to me, and they pay it once a month. What part of Georgia am I from? From a little old tiny town in Georgia, southeast Georgia. Again, you can believe what you want to believe. I decided after an internship that I didn't want to do it for a living, but I was too close to the end of this to just throw it all away. So what I did was I finished my degree. I got the piece of paper that says I'm good at something, and I've got it as like a back burner, like in case I really don't have any options. So that's why. I mean, I love working on cars. That's my passion. I didn't have a trade school where I could go to school to be a technician. But I've been working on cars my entire life. That's always what I've done. I've been working on cars, tractors, farm equipment since I was a kid. And so I developed a natural passion for it. So from there, it just turned into, well, I'm going to do it for a living. And now here we are. I work at Land Rover, but I've got a degree in engineering. Picked up a lot of really good, useful skills. But just because I don't use that every day as a means to make money, I would much rather be happy than do something that piece of paper dictates that I'm good at. I would far much rather just be happy in the field that I'm in, which is exactly what I do every day. You know, that's my thought process on it. And that's why I do what I do and how I do it. So. Ken, I answered that earlier in the stream. I cannot do recording during business hours. They know that I record. They know that I have a YouTube channel. I cannot record during business hours, and I can't record customers' cars, like me working on customers' cars, until I have permission from the owner of the car. Because I get bored. That's a really easy answer, Aaron. Um, I, I, I don't. I'm not one that I've never had a lazy bone in my body. I'm not one to sit on my ass and do nothing. I'm the person that I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna get my hands dirty. I want to be busy. I want to be making a difference. I want to be doing something that I enjoy. Yeah. Okay. Great. Here's the thing. I don't have Bill Gates' money. I don't have Mark Cuban's money. I don't have Warren Buffett's money, right? So, like, I want to make sure that not only am I taken care of, but I want to make sure that my family behind me is taken care of. So, at 28 years old, yeah, I could retire. I could not work another day in my life if I wanted to. But my kids' college has to be paid for. I got to leave something in case I die and my wife has to live. You know, I got to have other things in place. I want my kids to inherit something from me, not just me get a royalty check and that's gone by the time I'm an old man or by the time I'm dead and my kids don't get anything. I want my kids to have something to take from it, you know. So if that means that I work, that means that I work. Means that I won't have to worry about retirement. When I get to that age, I can retire and I can go enjoy life. But at that point, I feel like I've earned it. I don't feel like I've earned it at 28 years old. I'm not going to be some stuck-up prick at 28 years old and say, hey, look, I got all this money in the world. I can go do whatever I want to. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to be a dick because I got money. I'm not going to be that guy. I'd far much rather be busy, be active, be able to do something that I love to do every day, keep money in the bank, make a good living for my family, provide for them, do what I've got to do so that they're taken care of, and then enjoy it later. I'll enjoy it when I feel like I've earned it, and I haven't earned it. I haven't paid my dues. in this life. Like that's my thing. Is like I don't. No other 28-year-old can just flat out retire unless you're like a pro baseball player or some kind of athlete or a movie star or some bullshit like that. You're never going to be able to retire at 28 years old. So why the fuck should I? What's the legacy? I made something that I happened to fall into the right hands, and I made a good chunk of money off of it, and then I just sat on my ass the rest of my life. No, I want to make a difference, man. I want to do something that actually means something, not just to me, to the people that I affect every day. I work on people's cars every day. I leave a slip of paper that says, "My name is Jesse Odom. I'm your technician. I was the one who worked on your car at Land Rover today, or I was the one who worked on your car at whatever shop that I was at. Thank you for your business. I appreciate it." No other technician does that. Not here, anyway. I want to make a difference in people's lives, man. And that me sitting on my ass at the house writing a royalty check, that ain't doing shit. I'd much rather make a difference in somebody's life and build a future for my family the way that I know how to do it. That's why I work for a living when I don't have to. I hear you, bro. I hear you, Eddie. But anyway, take it easy, Frank. We'll see you, buddy. Ever working, boy. You worked the most of anybody I've ever seen in my life, dude. It is what it is. Good for you, though, man. Make your money. I don't think so. I think we pretty much got all we're gonna get. I can check. Uh, I'm checking it right now. I don't know. I think we're done though. Yeah. 0% precipitation for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5% on Sunday, but it's rain with a high of 52. So all this snow should thaw out tomorrow because it's going to be in the 40s tomorrow. So today was just kind of a one-off from what I'm seeing. There'll be snow on the ground for most of the day. I mean, but most of it should melt off. There'll probably still be snow on the ground tomorrow night, but not a lot, by my guess anyway. But yeah, you talking about tomorrow gonna be windy. Jesus Christ. 18-mile-an-hour steady winds, partial gusts up in the mid 20s. It's gonna be a windy day tomorrow. I appreciate that, Ken. I, I do have a passion about my work. That's the thing, man. I get it boils me to a point. It drives me nuts when you got these people who want to hack and they want to cheat and they want to shade tree this profession. I don't like it. I don't like people who try to rip people off. I would much rather figure out exactly what's wrong with the car, price it out honestly, fix it right the first time, and then I gain a customer for life. That's the thing, man. I've had people follow me from dealership to dealership. I've had people follow me from shop to shop. Damn, I mean, why the hell? That don't just happen, you know. I mean, there's plenty of people, you know. We'll bring a car in, and somebody's like, "Oh, hey, I got a guy with a Chevrolet out here." This was when I was working at a damn Lexus specialty shop. I got a guy with a Chevrolet out here says he knows you. You want to work on his truck? Yes, I do. Because I do know who it is. You know, I mean, that shit happens all the time. People follow me where I go because I do my job like I'm supposed to fucking do it. You know, and that's the thing. It's really, 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 really simple in this business to build up a clientele that you're gonna make a good living. You're not gonna be rich, but you're gonna make a good living. And all you gotta do is do the right thing. All you gotta do the right thing. Do the right thing professionally, fixing a car right, do the right thing personally, not screwing people over, and you'll go far in the business. And that's all there is to it. I mean, there's people all the damn time that fuck shit up, do things the wrong damn way, do things their own damn way, and shit gets done wrong. So negative 25 and negative 40. Fuck that, bro. My shop culture is pretty good, man. I got one guy who's probably in his upper 30s. Been doing it for 12 or 13 years. He's a master tech with Land Rover, Jaguar. He's a level 3 is what they call it, or gold certified. You got bronze, silver, and gold. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. That's the levels you obtain after multiple training classes, multiple training online, doing all kinds of shit. But then we've got a good group of young guys too. Like I've got one guy who's a level 2, and one guy who's a level 2 working to be a master, and both of them are younger than me. But both of them are really, really, really good at their job. Um, so yeah, I couldn't live in a place like that, man. Negative 25 is a high, negative 40 with wind chill. Fuck that. I couldn't do it. I could, I could, I could. I wouldn't like it. I would live in protest. I would find a way out of that in a hurry. That's my version of hell, Eddie, is what that is. That's why I chose to live in South Georgia. Ooh. I'll be up in Michigan this time next year, though. Not permanently. Going over there for a wedding. Not looking forward to it. Know who the hell wants to get married like January, February in Michigan? But they do. Yeah, still though, man, that's fucking cold, bro. That's fucking cold. Like you're usually gonna get negative something. You know what I mean? Yes, there are, Ken. There is a whole room full of them. Um, Basically, what it is there's about 8 feet of cabinet space for Land Rover and about 12 foot of cabinet space for Jaguar. The cabinets come up as high as a Master or Epic Series box from Snap-on, and they've got 6 or 7 drawers in a stack, packed to the gills with specialty tools. It ain't no joke. There's a lot of shit in there, man. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's all kinds. Basically, to get to the deeper levels of an engine on a Jaguar Land Rover, you got to have specialty tools. To remove a transmission from an engine, you got to have specialty tools. To do a rear main seal, you got to have specialty tools on top of what you got to have to separate engine and transmission. Basically, every seal or gasket in the engine, you have to have some form of a specialty tool. To do wheel seals, you know, you got to have specialty tools. It's, oh my God, it's a pain in the ass, boy, let me tell you. It's a lot of shit. It's all kinds of shit, boy. But I'll put it this way, I'm glad that they're dealer provided, because I would never buy everything. I'd find a way around a specialty tool in a heartbeat if I had to buy everything, because it's a shitload of stuff. But Jaguar Land Rover, if you're going to carry the brand on a dealership, they require the dealership to buy all these specialty tools to keep them stocked, to keep them, you know, in good working order. All this, they require it, and they inspect it. They have an inspector that comes by like once every 3 or 4 months to make sure everything is functioning like it should, that the tool's not damaged, all that good shit. And they, boy oh boy, they run a tight leash on that. So, well, there's some interesting tools, that's for sure. There's a bunch of interesting tools. What do we fill tires with? Compressed air. We've got a nitro fill station, but we don't put nitrogen in tires ever, because around here we don't usually get 18-degree winters and 6 inches of snow, or we have these massive fluctuations in tire pressure. We don't usually have that problem. What we usually have is we have mild winters and hot summers, very humid. We don't have a lot of crazy fluctuations in temperature, so we don't have a whole lot of crazy fluctuations in air pressures. Yeah, we have a nitro fill station, and the only time we ever use it is if somebody requests it, and that's not very often at all. The master tech that's been here for 12, 13 years, he told me the other day he hadn't cut on the nitro fill machine in over a year. So it just tells you how uncommon it is that somebody's like, I want nitrogen in my tires. Yeah, but it just means next week when it gets up into the mid-50s again, which is what it's going to do. I just looked at the forecast a couple of minutes ago. Next week when it gets up in the mid-50s again, you got mosquitoes and sand gnats and all that shit's going to be rampant. So we don't have fleas and ticks here real bad. We do have them. I'm not going to say that they don't exist down here, but we don't have them terrible. But shit, boy. 10:45. It's getting about time for me to go get cleaned up for tonight, though. Starting to get a little sleepy. I still got more work I could do if I wanted to work all the way through the night. Ain't nothing stopping me from doing it. But Take it easy, Eddie. I'm getting out of here too here in a minute. Ticks are a pain in the ass, but like I say, we don't have them too bad around here. But anyway. Alright. Well, I'm going to end the stream here. We've been going for an hour and a half, a little bit over an hour and a half, so I'm excited for it, Eddie. We'll see it, man. But I'm going to go ahead and kill this stream right here. Supposedly Justin Dow wants to do a live stream on his channel with me on there tonight, so we'll see. But yeah, Ken, there's the toolbox tour like the first 15 minutes of this video, so as soon as it goes up, as soon as I end the stream, go back and check it out. Shows my new toolbox and all that other shit in it, so there you go. Alright guys, well we'll see you guys next time. This has been Jesse, South Georgia Tools, signing off. Peace.